Some people call me the space cowboy.
Honestly, I love the anxious feeling you get. A lot of guys shy away from that, but I love that. That feeling when you first run out on the field, or you think a ball is coming to you, and you're on deck and you're ready to hit. It's just that feeling. It's almost it's nerves, but I like that feeling. That's one of my favorite feelings about baseball. Baseball, I'd have to say, came from my dad. Ever since I was little, I looked up to my dad, and my dad played in college. He got drafted by the Orioles, played for the Orioles for a while, and I just thought that was the coolest thing. And I've always looked up to him. And then same thing with my older brothers. I have 2 older brothers. Both of them played baseball, so it was always a contest. I was younger, but I wanted to be better. So it was always pushing me to be better.
Gangster, the moment, yeah, seeing him, at the tryout when I went over to Vol to see him work out is one of my favorite moments. He just kind of rolled out of his car and started getting loose and working out for me like he didn't have a care in the world. And
he came out and watched me, and after I had done my workout and everything, I talked to him, and he told me there was a spot left if I wanted it. I could have some time to think, and I told him I'd want to come on a visit and see the campus and everything, and meet the head coach and everything. I didn't know he was the head coach. It was the first time I'd ever met him, and I didn't think the head coach would have came and watched me, but that's how Coach Smalls is. He really cares about his guys, and he's invested in them. So yeah, it was kind of awkward when I showed up for my meeting, and he shook my hand and said I'm the head coach, but he just kind of had that smirk on his face, and I didn't know that smirk at the time. I didn't know what that meant, but now I know it. So now I understand exactly what he knew. He knew as soon as I said it, but he wasn't gonna let me know that until I showed up.
Lankster's kind of like the team clown, I guess you'd say. He brings that looseness, which you got to have, man. You got to have that guy that can kind of make people loosen up a little bit.
He's competitive, intense, but at the same time, he's really laid back, and I think the guys on the team would say he's one of the funniest guys. He just has this sense of humor and this little grin that he'll give you sometimes, and kind of look out of the corner of his eye at you, to see if you're listening. And
he's a great defender. He does everything the right way, and not to mention we laugh about him being kind of a jokester and being the team clown, but he knows when to flip the switch. He knows when it's time to kind of get after it. He knows when time to push guys.
He's another guy that the guys just love being around. I think they probably look forward to being in the locker room and in the clubhouse and on road trips and stuff with Daniel, just because he brings so much joy to the team.
If I could tell these guys one thing, it would be that they mean a lot to me. I cherish all this time here, and I know that it's not every day that we step back and look at it. But if you do step back and look at it, it's really something special that we have here, and I cherish that. And I'm gonna miss these guys when I'm gone.